My normal routine is usually to do one student at a time. However, when I started looking at the information about each of the girls that were nominated, they're both 8th grade students, I found so many similarities that I had to point that out. Both girls, it's Haley Carver and Maddie Blair, and both girls are involved in our Web Leader program. Both are involved in track in some way. They're either a participant in track or the track manager. They both are on the honor roll. They both have science as their favorite content area, and both want to do something in the medical field, and both do volunteer service through their churches. There's many more that they each had on their list, but those were the commonalities that I thought I would point out. Each teacher is going to share why they nominated the student, and then we'll hear from the students. Thank you.
That's fine. I'll kind of use the microphone. I'm not a microphone person myself. I'm Julie Petzel. I teach 8th grade science at North for 20 years. I normally do not dress like this. I just wanted to preface it's Wacky Wednesday and College Wear Wednesday, so I combined them for two. So for my Badgers, go Badgers. I'm here to present Maddie Blair. At our house meeting, we sat down and said, we have the opportunity to bring a student to the Optimist Club, and it was unanimous. I mean, there wasn't a single person in our group who didn't agree Maddie didn't deserve this award. She is one of the most outgoing, friendly students you will ever meet. She walks into your room with a good morning or a good afternoon, a smile, how are you? How are you doing today? What are we learning today? Never once has she looked down when she's walked into my classroom. She's excited to learn. She's excited to help. And that's what brings her to you guys, was not the fact that she's an A student, because she is. She's an outstanding student who never takes the easy road. I give her a challenge, she rises to it. But what brings me to her and why she shines is that she goes out to help everyone in my room, no matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're a top student who's struggling with a problem, or they're one of my special education students who's really having a rough day. She'll come over and say, hey, how can I support you? Do you need a little help, or you just want to talk? Recently, we did a project on a genetic disease, and Maddie went out of her way to come to me and say, I have a family friend who has a disease that nobody really knows about, and I really want to do this one, and it's not on your list. Is that okay? And I actually said, what is it? And she said, it's Charge syndrome. I was unaware of this syndrome, and she took the time to educate me and teach me about it, and I said, absolutely. And she went out and recruited kids in my class to say, will you do this with me? And they put together an outstanding green screen, which will eventually be available on our Norse webpage, about this syndrome to teach others about it. And the story is amazing that they wrote. And it was really, heartfelt to me, because she's like, we have a family friend, and I think people need to learn about this and understand to support and be respectful for people who have disabilities and other things that we don't always understand. Maddie has incredible skills, from horseback riding to calligraphy writing. She is, just this all-around person that everybody wants to be with. Every teacher would love to have in their class, and everybody at our school, I think, would consider a friend. So I bring her to you guys with an open heart and an open mind, and I really am truly glad that I had the opportunity to present Maddie today. Actually, in our house, it was kind of like rock, paper, scissors. I win, because I was the one who gets to do it, because we all would have came to come to present for her today. There wasn't a single teacher who said, I wouldn't go. So I was kind of excited I was the one to present her, because I will truly miss Maddie when she moves on to the high school next year, because this girl is going to blaze a trail in the falls that I don't think we've seen. So I give you Maddie.
Good morning. First off, I'd like to thank the Optimist for honoring me with this award. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Petzel for nominating me for this award, and congratulate Haley as well for receiving this. I'm here with my mom today, Sue Blair, but my dad is unavailable to be here because of work. I know he would love to be here. I really take pride in working with my studies, which will help me achieve the goals I've set for myself. After spending a unit studying genetics, I've really grown to love the research and understanding how certain genetic disorders came to be, and learning about the whole world of DNA. One of these goals I have set for me is to pursue a medical career in either humans or animals. I would really like to be a nurse, a veterinarian, or even a career in genetic research. Doing the right things in life has always been a priority for me. I've been blessed with loving and supporting parents and an older brother and sister. They've all been a guiding influence in my life. Our faith directs our path in the decisions we make. I know that if I keep my faith, family, and friends in the correct order, the right decisions are usually made. My interests outside of school include horseback riding with my 8-year-old horse Blue, cooking and baking, and competitive field trialing. Field trialing is a competitive activity that includes handling bird dogs in a hunting environment, finding game birds, and riding horses. This activity combines my interests of horses, dogs, and competition. Last season, I was awarded the Junior Handler of the Year. I enjoy connecting with my friends at Camp Timberlea. Timberlea is a week-long Christian camp held in East Troy, Wisconsin. I have attended for the last 4 years, and this will be my 5th year this summer. It is a place to grow my faith and my friendships. I look forward to getting together with some of the same girls that I met last year from Illinois and making new friends with the common bond of our Christian faith. In closing, I'd like to thank all my teachers, especially Mrs. Petzel, for all their hard work and support. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for the young ladies?
This isn't a question, but I'd like to address both Haley and Maddie. Our Optimist Club sponsors a program that I think both of you young ladies would fit into very nicely. When you become juniors in high school, it's called the Distinguished Young Women's Program, formerly known as Junior Miss. So keep it in mind when you become juniors in high school and join our program.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Todd?
I just want to comment on both of you. I mean, great speaking up there. Having a speech ready and your flow and your presentation is just something you don't see normally from middle school kids sometimes. So great job.
And I have a certificate and a backpack for Haley.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can remember this. Shake with your right hand, remember with your left, right hand,
Thank you.
left hand. 8th grade science teacher that doesn't need a microphone. If I remember my 8th grade science class, the instructor would yell across the room, "Larry, don't light Jennifer's hair on fire with that Bunsen burner." You don't need a microphone.
No, we don't.
You yell across there.
When you have 30 in a classroom, you have to project. So yes, I do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.